Sean Dyche sacked with I think two of his assistant managers as well.
Did you notice that 10 years as a manager and they didn't even get a word out of him? There is there is not a single line on the club statement from the departing manager, and I'm thinking he's put 10 years of his career into you guys, and this is how you send him out. Like, have you really seen how you've operated your club?
I mean,
I
Dyche has
think it's
been
totally wrong.
he's in many ways he's like Arsene Wenger during the Emirates build, right? Where working on a shoestring budget, yet getting top four every season and not saying a word against management the whole time. That's
Yeah.
essentially what Dice has been for Burnley. For all intents and purposes, he's the one who's kept Burnley from being relegated uh, three seasons in a row at this point.
I
Um,
hope they go down to this
I mean,
season.
at
I
this point, bringing a new manager in, I don't know how much that changes
I
things for
think
them.
they're 4 weeks late, too late to sign Frank Lampard.
I mean, it's a new lease on life for Lampard, right? Because this quite likely means that Everton don't go down, which in hindsight makes Lampard look good, even though he probably deserves next to no credit for the achievement, um, which is just sad, and it ends up tarnishing Sean Dyche's uh, career as well. You know, as Burnley manager. Where do you think he goes next? Who hires him again?
I don't know, maybe some side in the championship. Uh, or Watford, because Watford have this merry-go-round happening
See,
always. Like,
that was actually my first thought. He might actually be one of the managers that finally goes to Watford and actually sticks to the club because he's actually able to do something real and tangible.
and
Uh,
they seem to have some kind of a transfer budget.
yeah, yeah. I mean, Dyche definitely deserves more credit for his work at Burnley. Barely having any. I mean, this was the first season that they even got big money moves in. Even there, you can argue, Maxwell Cornet has been injured for large chunks of the season, and he has arguably been their best player on the pitch when he's been playing. Um, and they were still in it to stay safe. They still had the easier fixtures between the two. So I don't know why they made that decision. I'm trying to understand what was going on there, what is going on in the inner workings of Burnley. But let's just end with this. Do you think Burnley go down now, or do you find them seeing safety somehow?
I think they are on their way down, but they are 4 points short of Everton at the same stage. Like, Everton are on 30 games, Burnley are on 30 games. Just by listed quality of players or listed player ratings, I would think Everton would somehow manage to get themselves out. And they're also at an advantage of 4 points.
I mean,
Speaking of which, I don't see Burnley. I don't know what games they'll win and how much will that help them, because Watford and Norwich are resigned to losing or resigned to going down. So it's just that one spot, and whoever
I
has the
mean,
tougher run in.
at this stage in the season, even one or two games are like huge for relegation candidates, right? And Dyche has been there before. He kind of understands the mentality. The team knows what it's like being in that situation. Everton doesn't know that, so that would have definitely been an advantage for Burnley had they stuck to a manager who's been there, done that before. But clearly now they have lost that, and I don't know. I don't see this being a Jesse Marsh type of revolution. Clearly a high quality manager that Leeds managed to rope in, which is great for them. I don't see Burnley being quite that attractive a proposition for any incoming manager.
Anyone right now. Yeah.
Ah, wow, that's
And
just.
Burnley recently changed their management, which is, which again should have been alarm bells for Sean Dyche, because traditionally a new management comes in, the first thing that they usually do is kick the manager out, because they don't want to deal with the old guy, or they think he's not as fit to their dreams or vision that they have for the club, supposed vision.
Well, hopefully Burnley can do something. They add a different color into the Premier League, so I'd love to see them stay. Honestly, I know you don't particularly enjoy their brand of
See you
football, but
never, Burnley. See you never.
but yeah, our hearts go out to Sean Dyche. Absolutely amazing manager. Has been doing wonders with basically nothing. So kudos to him. Hope the best for him. Hopefully he goes out and finds um, a great club that again shows him respect and gives him the kind of credit he deserves. Yeah, that was us. Take care.
See ya.